Hello, you beautiful people out there. What is going on? This is your friend Brady coming at you fast with another core proof of concept episode. But first, we're going to be featuring the core minute. Here is the new updated map. Some insider information for you guys with all the labels. Now, one big thing to notice is that Amber harvesters are coming back, but they're going to be changed to Ember harvesters. That's E-M-B-E-R. But they are coming back as a mechanic. Holy shit. Now, instead of river buffs, if you look at the middle of the map, we got these things called wardens. 2 of the 4 wardens will randomly spawn every time instead of river buffs that normally used to spawn in that region, and they will be a little bit stronger. You also have your jungle buffs, mana guardians, blue and green, and on the left and right you have your gold buff and your regeneration buff, the nature warden and the amber warden, which I'm assuming will also be changed to ember. Orb Prime over there on the left, and the ancients, which should be on the same side but on the right, will be having its name changed as well, and that will be like the new fang tooth kind of buff. So that was your quick overview of the map. Let's get into the rest of the video. For those of you who do not know, I tried this one thing back when Paragon was still alive called the Paragon Minute, where it's kind of like a little news show where I would tell you all the news of the weekly updated the patch notes, right, in 1 minute, and do it super quick because people like how I can talk fast. So I thought I would feature that this time because people were upset that I didn't give enough insider information last time. Even though my hands are tied, it's not like I can spill all the beans, right? We still got way more videos coming, and all the jungle buffs will be explained in the next video even further. But yeah, that updated map was not in the video itself. I got access to that map a little bit later, and I was gained access to use it. So here we see Twin Blast, okay, using his jump ability to dodge, so we know that's coming back in his kit already. I'm gonna be pointing out the important stuff that maybe you guys might have missed. But basically, this is the map video. It's gonna be showing you guys the whole map layout, running around the map with different things. There are some more notes that I want to share with you guys, some more information that might not have been shared with you. So let's get right into it. There will be no travel mode. As you guys see here, this will be the movement speed. And the movement speed is subject to change, of course, but it will be little faster. As you guys can see here, they're moving pretty quickly through this area. But there is no travel mode. Travel mode is not coming back, okay? Now, another thing about the map as you guys look around is that there's a lot of verticality, similar to the way it was in Legacy, where you will have a lot of overlooks down into the lanes, verticality used for defense or offense, whether you want to drop in on somebody or use it as an overlook to view advancing opponents. And then these corridors here inside the jungle, and basically the entire map was designed to be big enough for team fights of 5v5, but also to be small enough so you can traverse pretty quickly from lane to lane. And there's my buddy Sylphin, looking so smexy, going over doing his talking thing, but we're gonna talk over him a little bit. And the corridors, as I was saying, were designed to make sure that you could fight pretty well. They were measured so that the auto attack length, right, the distance where you can throw an auto attack, let's say if you're Gideon, would match pretty well within these corridors and within the map. So the map is going to be big and small at the same time in all the right places, if you know what I'm saying. The appearance of the jungle models also, as you guys will see, are all subject to change, and again, they'll be further explained in the next video. And as we're going to go over and we're going to go through the towers right here, the towers sound like they're going to be strong. They're going to scale in armor. They're going to stack damage. So if the tower is consistently targeting one person, it'll do more and more damage over time, which will pretty much prevent tower diving to the same extremes as it used to be in Paragon, which is a really good fucking piece of news. It's really good. This has like always been my main concern, if you guys remember, with Epic Games, and it sounds like they're tackling early on. So the towers will grow alongside the heroes as the game goes on. Now, 2v2 lane is back. Okay, we're not gonna have that 2v1 bullshit like we had in Monolith. It's gonna be a 2v2 duo lane. So you're gonna have a carry and a support versus a carry and support. It's gonna be in the lane that has the gold buff, so both of those pairs are going to be fighting for the gold buff, or I guess the ember buff is what you'd be calling it now. I'm assuming that's what they're going to use now. Instead of gold, they're going to be calling it ember. So we got to use the right terminology here. And the offlane is going to be 1v1, just like we know it. You're going to have your Kalaris, your Greystones, your Kwongs are going to be in your 1v1 lane. Man, it just feels so good to be talking about this again. This looks so good, guys. Look at this. So that's going to be the Ancients area right there. We guys saw the Raptor and the little minions. Those are placeholders. So the Ancient is going to look something different. And so Yeah, here they're talking about the Wardens. So they're called Wardens now instead of River Buffs. They're called Wardens, and they're using the same models as the old Jungle Buffs, as you guys are about to see here. So again, they're saying, Sylphin is explaining here that 2 out of the 4 of these Wardens will spawn when they do spawn at every certain interval. They weren't clear on what the interval was, but this is what they're going to look like, and they're going to be spawning on those top platforms that we saw, okay, in the mid lanes. They're going to be spawning on those top platforms, one on the left, one on the right. Funny blue looking dude looks like a fucking gusher. But yeah, I mean, just look at them. It's so pretty. The flowers everywhere. So there is a jungle buff inside. He's green for now, and yeah, man, just a lot of stuff going on. So I said all the crazy important information in the beginning. Here is the Orb Prime, and as you guys can see, you can drop into the Orb Prime pit from both sides. That's a big thing, okay? No longer do you have to flip over there as Kalari. You can actually drop in there. Just any hero can run up the ledge and drop in there. So you can just have a Swanton bomb, just a big ass fucking group of just 5 people all just dropping in all at once into the other team taking Orb Prime, which is pretty crazy. And as you guys can see, there's a lot of verticality around the towers and inhibitors, like I was pointing out earlier in the last video. Platforms just to be able to defend it and to be able to like run up along it and shoot it if you're a ranged hero. Just looking really good. A lot like Legacy, a lot of Legacy vibes, but also like all the right Monolith vibes, if you know what I'm saying. Like the Fangtooth and the travel speed, and just in general, all the really good stuff. So, yeah, man, I don't know what else to tell you, man, besides just keep looking at how pretty this fucking map is. We do see water there. So I remember in the last video, I was like, wait, is that water? No, that's mud. Well, that was just a weird camera angle throwing me off. It is water going up into the stairs, and here's mid lane. And then, as you guys see, the Wardens will spawn right here, on top of the middle. So, yeah. Anyway, showing off how the map is designed, how it's ready for 5v5 fights, and just how super duper sexy it's going to be. I cannot wait. This is looking sexier and sexier with every video. And I want April to hurry up and come, man. MetaBuff is doing real good. They're doing real good, man. Look at that trio. The trio of, I was trying to do my alliterations. I always do my alliterations, but I was gonna do something along the lines like the sexy trio, but that's not an alliteration. You gotta do like the trio of topless tyrannical Terminators. I always go over the top with them though, like just completely over the top. But that has nothing to do with the video. I just like the flowers on the ground. I just feel like the flowers are gonna be trampled all the time. So here's a placeholder right there. That little minion there is a placeholder, and this is where Orb Prime is gonna be. So this gives you a sense of like how far Orb Prime is from the middle of the lane, from the mid lane. So it's not too far, and it's a pretty straight shot actually. It's not like you have to go and do any twists and turns inside the jungle. It's a pretty straight shot. And oh, Orb Prime fired a shot. Orb Prime fired a shot. So there you guys have it. That's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you have not already for all of your post-Paragon project news. And one more thing. I'm Pickle Richter!